Okay, so Andy, we know that little blue stem is an important grass for quail habitat. Why is that?
Well, little blue stem, known as it's one of the four big grasses, along with big blue stem, yellow Indian grass, and switchgrass, that was originally part of the tallgrass prairie. And here in front of us, we've got a great example of why little blue stem can be so important to quail habitat. It serves as one of the main plants for nesting habitat in central Texas and as well as many other areas of the state. And as we see here, we've got a plant about the size of a basketball, maybe even a little bigger. And what we'd like to see for nesting habitat is about 250 to maybe 300 of these bunchgrass clumps per acre across the landscape. And if we have this, that will meet the needs of the nesting requirements for quail.
So in order to keep 250 plants, if we have it, or benefit our ranch to where we want to maybe have that goal, we would need to properly graze it, right?
Correct.
You know, as I look across at some of these other ones, there's a couple of plants right over here that I would call properly utilized. When we talk about, you know, we mentioned the half utilization or the 25% harvest efficiency. These two plants right here, this one is a little small to be nesting habitat, but it's certainly a little blue stem. And if you look at the height, typically on tall grasses, we want to see right at 12 inches left. You can see 12 inches of grazing occurred on this plant right there, but also we left the cow left some reproductive shoots that's going to help that plant set seed, things of that nature. There's another one right here that's been grazed properly. So that's really what we're looking for, and if we can utilize that, that's not hurting the plant at all. It's actually utilizing the amount that is going to continue root development. If we grazed it any shorter than that, then we may be starting to deplete some of those roots.
Okay, Jeff, so from a quail standpoint, it's important that we maintain some plant height, such as this little blue stem. If we're using that take half, leave half, or that 25% utilization, that's going to allow us to leave about 12 to 14 inches of growth on these tall bunch grasses, which serves as a great nesting habitat for quail.
That's correct. Like, let's take this little blue stem again for example. That 25% utilization is going to allow us to keep not only that plant healthy, but leave those nesting those plants for those nesting requirements for the bird. The difference is we've got certain plants that can take a little bit different heights with respect to grazing management. We've got different functional groups of grasses, the tall grasses, mid grasses, and then we've got short grasses. Tall grasses like big and little blue stem, switchgrass, Indian grass, those are the grasses that we want to leave at that higher height. Plants like silver blue stem, plants like Cytoch grama, those are what we would call mid grasses in this part of Texas. We can graze those to a 6 or 8 inch height. Those are typically not going to be our nesting habitat type plants anyway. Then we get into our short grasses, blue grama, buffalo grass, curly mesquite. They're more sod former type grasses. Those are not going to be providing nesting habitat either. Typically we'll want to see those right around 4 inches as a residual height on those. So from the standpoint of grasses, not all grasses are created equal, and some certainly provide better habitat for the life requirements of a quail.